There is something uncomfortable about the word persuasion people think. They link it to manipulation, pressure, or trickery, but that's not the problem. The real issue is a lot of salespeople don't know how people make decisions. They throw facts, features, and benefits at someone hoping it sticks. They talk more than they listen. They push instead of guide. And they then wonder why the customer shuts down. Most of the time you're losing deals because you don't know how to persuade. You explain, you pitch, you know even what you're selling, but they still say, I'll think about it. They don't say no, they just disappear, and you're left guessing what went wrong. But when you understand how real persuasion works, the whole game changes. Persuasion in sales is about sparking desire in the person in front of you. Robert Cialdini explains a powerful principle known as reciprocity in his book, Influence the Psychology of Persuasion. Basically, people need to return a favor. For example, if someone buys you a birthday gift, you feel like buying them one too. If someone does you a favor, you feel a sense of obligation. And it's the same in sales. This is a powerful trigger. For example, you offer something upfront, but you know most probably they will reject. Then you follow up with a second, more reasonable offer. Psychologically, they feel like you step back, so now it's their turn. They feel inner pressure, and they want to respond with the same goodwill. On the other hand, when you help a customer to solve a problem, it builds loyalty. That emotional commitment is what turns people into real customers. Also, stop trying to convince people by saying this product is amazing. It's far more persuasive to say a lot of people choosing this, because when people are unsure, they follow the crowd. It's called social proof, and it perfectly works. That's why bookstores have a bestseller section. Surprisingly, in sales, what influences the customers the most isn't your words. It's your tone, your presence, your body language. Research shows 55% of communication is your body language, 38% is your tone of voice, and only 7% is actual words. This holds even in phone sales. Yes, when they can't see you, your voice still reflects your posture, your confidence, and your energy. That's why you should stand while calling. You'll breathe better, project more clearly, and sound more in control. Use body language even when no one can see you. Your hand gestures, your facial expressions, they shape how your voice comes across. It creates rhythm rather than flow. When your customer talks about themselves a lot or shares a previous experiences, repeat some of it back. This is one of the simplest and the most effective ways to build rapport. It's called mirroring, by the way. When you mirror someone, you're giving them what they really want. To be seen, to feel understood, and when they feel that, the sale becomes 10 times easier. And the customer will be satisfied with the conversation and will most likely close the deal. If you want people to trust you in sales, there are 5 things you can't afford to ignore. Appeal to emotions. Most people don't make decisions based on logic. They decide based on how they feel. That's why it's crucial to understand how your product will evoke feelings in the recipient. Let's help them feel safe, valid, special. That emotional layer is what builds connection. If your message doesn't hit that emotional nerve, it will probably be ignored or forgotten. If you're selling a security system, for example, don't list just features. Talk about protecting their family. Be clear, be simple. People don't have time to decode complicated messages. They want to understand what you offer right away. So ditch the fluff and jargon. Just tell them what problem you solve, how you do it, and why you are better. Clear communication shows confidence, and confident brands sell more. Use stronger words. The words you choose show how people see your brand. If your language is weak, your impact will be weak also. Instead of saying our laptop is fast, say it brings speed to your work and flow to your day. Short, punchlines hit harder. Every sentence should pull the listener in. Be consistent, be solid. Trust isn't built overnight. It's built through consistency. If your message changes all the time, people won't know what to believe. Your tone, your visuals, the way you talk to your customers, it all has to be aligned. Confidence is attractive, and the customer trusts brands that look like they know what they are doing. That's why being consistent and clear makes you way more persuasive. Share real success stories. People don't just want promises. They want proof. They want to hear from others who use your product and got real results. Every win, every happy client, every case study, it matters. Because when people hear this worked for others, they start thinking maybe this gonna work for me also. That thought alone can speed up buying decisions. So don't keep your wins in a drawer. Share them strategically. This gives your persuasion a serious boost. Most of customers have some criteria in their mind when they're making buying decision. They're looking for best quality, the lowest price, and the product that fits their needs. Simple as that. And here's the things. They've got 100 options, but you've got only one real weapon, your sales skills. You can't change the product. You can't change the price. Maybe a small discount, but that's it. You can't change the location. But the customer, they can get what they want from 10 other places. And what does it leave you with? You are the alternative. If they're talking to you, it means they want to be convinced. That's good news, that's your window. What you need to do is pretty straightforward. Explain the product clearly, smile, handle objections without sounding defensive or pushy. Because it's a fact that the customer want to be convinced. They want to feel like they made the right call without working too hard to get there. So the better you understand what they care about, the easier it gets to lead the conversation. But don't be shocked when they push back. Most people do. It's totally normal. Very few customers say yes right away. They'll question the price. They'll doubt the quality. They might even lie or throw in random negative comments just to test you. Don't take it personally. That's part of the game. You need to be calm, focused, not rattled. And here's the interesting part. When you stay kind of professional, even when they get sharp or skeptical, it triggers different reactions in different people. Some will start to like you, some will feel respected, some will feel like they're in control, and it secretly makes them happy. Some will admire your warmth and energy. Some will even laugh inside thinking, look what I can make this person do to earn my business. This is what's happening under the surface. Buying is emotional. It's not just about product. It's about how they feel during the process. So if you let their words shake you, you lose. If you get upset, they'll feel it. And once that happens, the sale is already slipping away. Customers are like bubbles. Too much pressure and they pop. One more thing, follow-up is everything. Just because they said no today doesn't mean it's over. Most people don't buy on the first try anyway. According to studies, 60% of customers say no 4 times before saying yes. And 80% of successful sales happen after 5 or more follow-ups. By the way, I'll drop the source for those stats in the video description if you want to check them out. But people think persuasion starts when they open their mouth. It doesn't. It starts before you say any single word. Most salespeople lose the deal in the first 10 seconds with their face, their tone, and their energy. They sound needy, they look unsure, they carry tension in their voice, and the customer feels it instantly, even if they can't explain it. Because people don't get persuaded when you feel ready. They get persuaded when they feel safe. And most reps never learn how to create that safety. That's why they fail every single time. Here are 3 simple things you can start doing right now to get way better at persuading in sales. No theory, no fluff, just real stuff that actually works. You can do them alone, by the way, no customer needed. Practice explaining your product like you are talking to a 12 years old. Set a timer for 3 minutes. Try to explain what you're selling without using any jargon. No fancy words, no scripts. Just like you're talking to your little cousin. If you struggle, good. That means you've got work to do. Because if you can explain it simply, you don't feel understated yet. And if you sound complicated in real sales convos, people won't trust you. Second one is objection flip journaling. Grab a notebook, write down the top 3 objections you usually hear. Then under each one, write down how you'd calmly flip that objection. For example, it's too expensive. Totally fair. A lot of people said the same thing until they realized what it actually saves them over time because of its quality and durability. Train your brain to stay calm and flip fast. Do this every day. You'll see a huge difference in how you respond under pressure. And the last one, record your pitch, then critique yourself like a stranger. Use your phone, hit record, talk as if you are on a real call, then stop. Now listen to it, but pretend it's not you. Ask yourself, would I trust this person? Do they sound confident? Are they clear or too much rambling? You'll start spotting your weak spots instantly. This one habit alone can change your whole delivery. Practice daily and wait for real calls to get better. You don't need to force anything. Just stay sharp, stay real, and lead the conversation like you mean it. Show up with your energy, speak with your purpose. Make the other person feel like they're in good hands. That's what makes people say yes. No pressure, no fancy words. Just clarity and confidence. So stop overthinking it. Train, adjust, get better. And the next time you get a maybe, you'll know exactly what to do. If this helped, hit the button. Catch you in the next one.